You know what's exhausting? Living your life like it's a courtroom and everyone's a judge. Every morning you wake up with one mission: prove them wrong. Prove you're smart enough. Prove you're successful enough. Prove you belong in the room. Prove. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. While you're busy performing for an audience that isn't even watching, someone else is in the corner actually getting better. Today, we're done with the performance. Today, we talk about the difference between improving and proving. And I promise you, by the end of this, you'll never look at your goals the same way again. Let me paint you a picture. There's a guy at the gym. Every single day he loads up the bench press with more weight than he can handle. His form is terrible. He's shaking. He needs 3 people to spot him. But he does it anyway because look at the plates, look at the number. Then there's another guy. He starts with lighter weight, focuses on form, studies his weaknesses, adds 5 pounds when he's ready, not when his ego is screaming. Fast forward 6 months. Guess who's actually strong? Guess who's injured? That's the difference between proving and improving. One is about the audience. The other is about the outcome. And right now, most of you are living like that first guy. Not just in the gym and everything. Your career, your relationships, your entire identity. You post the success but hide the struggle. You celebrate the promotion but won't admit you're drowning in the role. You show the highlight reel because God forbid someone sees you're still learning. Here's what that costs you. Everything. We live in the era of proof. Instagram is a courtroom, LinkedIn is a stage. Even your family group chat feels like a competition. Someone buys a car, you need a better one. Someone starts a business, yours needs to be bigger. Someone's kid gets into a good school. Well, your kid better be exceptional. And the saddest part, you're not even competing with real people anymore. You're competing with edited versions of reality, filtered lives, curated moments. So you hustle harder, not to improve but to keep up, not to grow but to be seen growing. You're running a race where the finish line doesn't exist and the prize is, what? A few likes, some envious glances, temporary validation from people who'll forget about you by tomorrow. Let me tell you something that'll sting. The people you're trying to impress don't care as much as you think. And the ones who actually matter, they'd rather see you grow than watch you perform. Now, let's talk about your job. You're in that meeting, you got an idea, a real one, but it's half-formed. It needs work. So, what do? You stay quiet. Because if you speak up and it's not perfect, they'll think you're not ready. Or worse, you pitch it anyway, but you spend more time defending your idea than developing it. Someone pokes a hole in it, and instead of saying, good point, let me think about that, you dig your heels in. You argue. You prove. Meanwhile, the person who's actually going places, they said, I'm working on something, I'd love your input. They took the criticism, they improved the idea, and 6 months later they're presenting version 5.0 while you're still nursing your ego from round 1. Here's the brutal truth. Your need to be right is making you obsolete. The world doesn't reward people who need to prove they're smart. It rewards people who get smarter. So what does it mean to focus on improving instead of proving? It means you stop asking, how do I look? Start asking, how do I grow? It means when you fail, and you will fail, you don't spiral into shame wondering what people think. You ask, what did I learn? What can I do better? It means you can walk into a room full of people who are better than you, and instead of feeling threatened, you feel excited, because that's where growth lives, in the uncomfortable gap between who you are and who you could become. There's a programmer, let's call him Alex. Alex graduates, gets his first job. Day 1, he realizes everyone around him is better, faster, smarter. Old Alex would have panicked, would have stayed late trying to look busy, would have pretended to understand things he didn't. But new Alex, he does something radical. He admits what he doesn't know. He asks questions. He pairs with senior developers. He takes notes. He fails in front of people. 2 years later, Alex isn't just competent, he's exceptional. And you know what happened to the guy who spent those 2 years pretending he already knew everything? He's stuck. Same level, same salary, same skill set. Because you cannot improve what you pretend is already perfect. Here's what nobody tells you about switching from proving to improving. It's liberation. When you stop trying to prove yourself, You stop living in fear. Fear of being exposed. Fear of looking weak. Fear of being found out is not enough. You can take the class without worrying you'll look stupid. You can ask for help without feeling weak. You can try something new without the pressure of being instantly great at it. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop trying to prove you're successful, you actually become successful because you're finally focusing on the work instead of the performance. This requires rewiring how you think. Now, right now, your brain is asking, like, what will they think? Am I good enough? What if I fail and everyone sees? Those are proving questions. They're about judgment. Start asking improvement questions. What can I learn here? Where am I now and where do I want to be? What does failure teach me about my next attempt? See the difference? One keeps you paralyzed, the other keeps you moving. The person who improves 1% every day doesn't just get better, they become unrecognizable from who they were a year ago. Meanwhile, the person who spent that year proving, they're in the exact same spot, just more tired. Now some of you are thinking, but I need to prove myself. My boss doesn't believe in me. My family doubts me. My haters are loud. Listen carefully. The best revenge isn't proving them wrong. It's improving so much that the argument becomes irrelevant. When you're genuinely great at something, you don't need to convince anyone. The work speaks. But if you're spending all your energy crafting the perfect clapback, the perfect post, the perfect look at me now moment, that's energy you're not spending on actual growth. Here's a harsh reality. Your critics will find something to criticize even when you succeed. That's what critics do. The goal isn't to silence them. The goal is to become so focused on your path that their noise becomes background static. And Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest because he spent time proving doubters wrong. He became the greatest because he spent time improving his weaknesses obsessively. The proving, that was just a byproduct of the improving. All right, enough philosophy. Let's get practical. Here's how you make the shift starting today. 1. Audit your actions this week. For every decision, ask yourself, am I doing this to improve or to prove? Be honest. The answer will shock you. 2. Find one area where you've been faking competence. Just one. And this week, admit you need help. Ask the question. Take the class. Read the book. 3. Stop announcing your goals on social media. The dopamine hit you get from people liking your "I'm starting a business" post, that's robbing you of the actual work. Announce results, not intentions. 4. Reframe failure. The next time something doesn't work out, immediately ask, what's the lesson? Not why me, not what will they think. Just, what's the lesson? 5. Surround yourself with improvers, not provers. You can spot them immediately. Provers name drop and need constant validation. Improvers ask questions, share struggles, and celebrate other people's wins. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, go dark on the performance. No posting about your journey, no updating everyone on your progress, no fishing for validation. Just improve. Quietly, consistently, without an audience. Study, practice, fail, learn, repeat. And I promise you, at the end of those 30 days, you'll be a different person. Not because of what people think, but because of who you've become. Because here's the final truth. Proving is temporary. Improving is permanent. Proving gets you attention. Improving gets you mastery. Proving makes you dependent on external validation. Improving makes you independent through competence. Proving is performance. Improving is progress. And when you're on your deathbed, looking back at your life, you won't remember the likes, the applause, or the times you impressed someone at a party. You'll remember the moments you pushed past your limits, the times you fell and got back up, the skills you built, the person you became. That's the life worth living, not the one that looks good, the one that is good. So stop trying to prove you're worthy of the room. Start improving until you are the room. Now get to work.